taking over.
Not letting you.
The new members have name tags with red dots. Okay?
Page 142.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shuvchem l'shalom.
Shuvchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
the beginning of this week's Parashat Yitro, where in the middle, our people, we receive the Ten Commandments standing at Sinai. But before we get there, Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, has some advice for him. He sees that Moses has become overwhelmed with his responsibilities, in particular of judging when there's a disagreement amongst the Israelites. As you might imagine, with a few 100,000 people, there were probably a lot of disagreements, and Moses felt it was his responsibility to deal with all of them. And so Yitro says to Moses, you're going to wear yourself out. You need to find people to help you. Find upstanding members of your community, knowledgeable members of your community to help you. They'll take, the cases, and if they have trouble, if they have real trouble solving them, they'll bring them to you. You'll be the RBG of the Israelites. Moses takes his advice, and from then on, that's how the Israelites handled their problems. They had judges in each of the tribes, probably multiple, and if they needed more help, they would bring it to somebody up the chain of command. And so as we approach this Shabbat, let's take some advice from Yitro, from Jethro. Those of us that maybe feel exhausted. Maybe we're not sitting in judgment of other people, but I bet that we can unload some of what we do, some of how we have been feeling. I bet there are people in our lives that can take some of that from us and hold on to it for us. And we know that it's still there, it's still sacred, it's still a part of us, but that there are others that can help us with it. And so as we enter this Shabbat, I hope that we all can find that peace that I think Moses got a little taste of, because thankfully his father-in-law said something to him.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Page 138, 139, Lecha Dodi.
Yalla la 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 Lecha Dodi, Yalla la 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 Likrat Kala, Yalla la 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 B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat V'kavela, Yalla la la Lecha Dodi, Yalla la 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 Likrat Kala. lecha dodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat nekah, yalla la 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 lecha dodi, yalla la 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 likrat kala, yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat nekah.
We continue on page 140 as we have welcomed Shabbat into our sanctuary. We continue to sing to Shabbat as Shabbat settles in and hopefully begins to feel at home with us. Psalm 92.
שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון ונילון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון.
We turn now back in our Sidurim to page 120, 121. And invite to our bima to light our Shabbat candles our VP of membership, Candace Bulkley. Page 120, 121. And Beth Pearson.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you both very much. Our service continues on page 146. Page 146, our call to prayer, the Baruch Hu. Please rise if you're able. seated. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. We continue reading together on the top of page 149. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. And together on the bottom of 150. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night will we reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please rise once more if you're able for Shema, page 152.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha ubechol nafshecha ubechol me'odecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. We read responsibly at the bottom of page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נצח הקודש, נורא תהי אותו ספרת, נורא תהי אותו ספרת. מלכותך ראו בניך, וכהיום לפני משה ומרים. זה אלינו ויאמרו, זה אלינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
We continue reading together at the top of page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us.
Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkah shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkah shalom.
162. Veshamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Brit Olam Veshamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Brit Olam Ve'ni uvein B'nei Yisrael Oti le'olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai asa Adonai Et hashamayim V'et haaretz U'bayom hashvi'i Shabbat v'yinafash V'shamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Brit Olam V'shamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat L'dorotam Brit Olam. Beginning on page 164 is the Amidah, the central prayer of this evening's service. We will chant out loud through page 170 and then continue silently after that, either in the words in Hebrew or the words in English, or if those words don't speak to you, the words of your own heart, the sounds of children talking. Close enough to words of your own heart, I think. When you are done with your prayer, whether it's in the Hebrew or the English or your own meditation, please be seated if you haven't already taken a seat so that we know we can continue together as one community. For now, though, if you're able, please rise, page 164.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'koneh Hakol, Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei B'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחייב את תהילת הרב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Page 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atah Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom.
So, it is not just any Shabbat this Shabbat. Not only do we receive the Ten Commandments this Shabbat, we also welcome our newest members to Temple Beth Emeth. As far as I'm concerned, for us, as important as the Ten Commandments. So, if you are a new member of Temple Beth Emeth, and I believe you have a dot, a pink dot on your name tag. If was it pink? Am I right, Betty? Red, a red dot. But you should know if you're a new member of Temple Beth Emeth. I mean, I suppose that's for all of us. But if you feel new, I still feel new. So So I know there are some members. Come on up here. Come on up if you're a new member of Temple Beth Emeth. You feel like a new member of Temple Beth Emeth. Oh, Alan's taking care of it. Hello. Even without the name tag, you're still a new member. It still counts. Come closer though. This way. We're on the webcam, so we want you in the frame. So, hello. So, it is an honor to welcome you in this ritual to our synagogue community, to have you a part of our growing TBE family. We are honored that you trust us to be your spiritual home, to be a place where you will, I hope, learn and grow, where you will celebrate and mourn, a place where you will, I'm sure many of you stand on this bima again and again and again, to be with this community, to be with your families and extended families as you live life with us. At its core, at its very central core, Judaism is about a way of life, and that you can join with us in celebrating your lives and celebrating the lives of our community is a blessing to us. So thank you for that blessing to us. We hope too that we can be a blessing for you. Ma tovu ahalecha Adonai tzvaot asher yoshev beitcha od yehalelucha sela ashrei adam oz lo vach v'silot bilvavam. How lovely are your tents, Adonai tzvaot. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They are ever praising you. Happy are those whose strength is in you. Their heart turns to paths leading to you. And we say in the Hebrew, Bruchim Habaim, welcome to your new community, to our community. May you never be alone within our community. May we always be willing to support each other. And the oldest blessing in our tradition, we learn from the priests who used to make sacrifices for us, our Israelite ancestors. The priests would come before the people and they'd raise their hands and they would declare a blessing over the people known as the priestly benediction. And for all of you, Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yuchaneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. And when God's face is lifted up to you, may God only show you peace. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. Mazel Tov. Shabbat Shalom. Before you leave, though, don't go anywhere. We're gonna have you walk up the bima and down the ramp And we have a Shabbat bag for you that hopefully you can use at home, put together by our amazing membership committee, led by Candace Bulkley and Beth Pearson helping out too on the membership committee, and others as well. Becky Hankin, our previous chair, Betty Kotzen. But Becky, you're still on the committee, right? You're still going at it. Who else is a member of the committee? Candace, Rachel Glick. Sorry. Oh, and Claire. There's Claire right there. And Claire, a new member. Already on committees. And I'm not talking to the rest of you, I'm talking to you guys out here. So thank you all for your service, for helping to continue to make our congregation a welcoming and open place, and especially to Candace for all of your vision and efforts and strength. Thank you. Mazel tov to all of you. Although I think last month I did give a sermon on this Shabbat, typically I don't give a sermon on this Shabbat. I try to tell a story, but we're going to even do something different than that. The Talmud teaches that when those of us who are capable, visit somebody who is sick, who is in need of healing, that we take away 1/60th of their pain. Which, while the sort of specificity of 1/60th is sort of odd from our rabbis, from our sages, the idea of being able to take the burden of some pain away from others is not something that's particularly odd. In fact, we know that it is in fact true that we can do that for each other. We're going to read our communal list of members and family members and loved ones who are in need of healing, and of course then go around and have the opportunity to say names that are not on that list. And then it's been a rough 2 weeks around here. And we're going to take a few moments of just some silence. That maybe those of us in the room that are feeling a sense of pain, feeling a sense of struggle, that are in our own need for healing, that we might have some of that, maybe even 1/60th of it, relieved from us as we sit with each other in as close to silence as we'll be able to find in here on this given Shabbat. But nonetheless, embracing our own silence and maybe the laughter and giggles of children. That's okay. As a community, we are particularly mindful of Johanna Mabry, Debbie Pissarak, Joanne Blumberg, Erica Arnold, Marilyn Jeffs, Valentina Wolfson, Sally Rose Campbell, Hillary Handwerger, David Bloom, Judy Eisenberg, Milton Scheil, Jake Waxman, Bridget Ford, Roxanne Pawandra, Joel Berger, Margaret Leslie, Karen Simon, Andrew Probert, Steve Gill, Stacy Young, Elena Weissman, Paul Vanek, Reuven Levine, Jack Jr. Roper, Amy Papers, Judah Winston Schwartz, Sidney Usum, Barry Hopkins, Dave Gordon, Julie Lambert, Mindy Maringer, Stacy Hostler, Jeffrey Spoon, Gary Charson, and Ann Wisiak. If there are other names to add to our list for healing, please do so as my eyes meet yours.
Michael Barnos, Joe Warford.
Rifa'enu Adonai v'nei Rafeh Hoshienu v'nivashea El karov lechol karov ach karov l're'ah yishon. We pray for healing of the body. We pray for healing of the soul, for strength of flesh and mind and spirit. We pray to once again be whole. El Marifana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat ha-nefesh, refuat ha-guf, refuat shelema. El Marifana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat ha-nefesh, refuat ha-guf, refuat shelema. Heal us now. Hoshia et amecha, uvarech et nachalatecha, ureim v'naseim ad ha'olam. Misheberach avotenu, misheberach imotenu.
We continue, page 586, with Aleinu. Please rise if you're able.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. There are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We are in the first week of mourning for Jeffrey Gersh, David Koenig, and in the first 30 days of mourning, the period of Shloshim, for Ed Pausner, Linda Levy, Roy Vanek, and Mel Friedman. Our yahrzeits this week are for Jeremy Bank, Mel Barkley, Elise Ben, Lenore Bernstein, William Brandis, Kenneth Callow, Mildred Karen, Marilyn Collins, Rosalind Cunningham, Vivian Dominic, Paul Eldon, Randall Fagan, Irene Friedman, Charles Fry, Udell Gill, Albert Goldstein, Dora Grossman, Renee Judah, Harry Kaplan, David Katz, Henry Kira, Maurice Lax, Bernard Lewis, Jack Luddington, Samuel Markel, Mary Model, Lee Nisenson, Faye Reiner, David Rose, Molly Rothenberg, Marie Werba, Bernard Schwartz, Warren Schwader, Morris Sprung, Diana Stahlberg, Jeannie Steifel, Lucille Stolman, Clara Stone, Rose Wagner, and Eva Zagelbaum. If there are other names to add to our list for mourning, please do so as my eyes meet yours. For all of those mentioned, for all of those who go unmentioned, and for all of those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, please rise, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yemru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Shemei Rekudesha b'richu, ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei Shalama Rabbah min Shemaya, V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Ose shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru.
Zichronam livracha, may their memories be forever a blessing.
Amen.
Please be seated. It's my honor to invite back to our bima Candace Bulkley for words of welcome and brief announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome again to all of our new members who are here tonight.
Oh, is it on? Hello? It's not working?
Let's try this one.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay.
I'll just speak loud. No, use it anyway because they will hear you.
Oh, okay. Shabbat Shalom and welcome to all of our new members again. We're glad to have you here tonight. And also thank you to our membership committee. Rabbi Winston already stole my thunder by naming all of you who are here tonight. I think we got everybody. If we didn't, please raise your hand so I catch you. And I wanted to say thank you to Cantor Hayut and to Rachel Glick, who worked together for the insert in the new member bag. And that bag that the new members received was Shabbat in a bag. And Rachel and Cantor Hayut worked on a prayers for the home sheet so that everybody can take home and keep in their drawer for when they need them. Have them all handy. And if anyone would like a copy who is not a new member, we have a few extras, so see me afterwards. I trust you all can read the announcements on the back page of the handout, but I did want to point out the meditation classes that are starting up. And Linda Green is very welcoming to all levels, so please join if you have any inclination for meditation. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. You clearly don't mind me standing over your shoulder and looking. Yeah.
Just kind of ignored it.
I'll make mention, though, of one other announcement that's on there. The consultation on conscience, which happens every other year, put on by the Religious Action Center for Reform Judaism, is happening this May in Washington, D.C. It's an amazing conference with just wonderful speakers, very interesting conversations, lots of social action committees coming and displaying the sorts of things that they're doing, folks that have won awards, and just the reform movement dealing with the most pressing public policy issues that we deal with as a community. So I really encourage you to come to that.
Join us.
That's right. I actually just registered today, and there's an early registration before January 30th. If you've never
31st.
31st, okay. If you've
I know because I checked also. I'll be registering soon.
If you've never been to the consultation, it is very much worth going, and I imagine because it's in May in 2019 and elections are not so far away, I guess. I imagine there'll probably be some candidates, presidential candidates or primary candidates at least, coming to speak. No guarantee, but I would think yes. There'd probably be about 2,000 of us, I suppose, and 2,000 pretty committed Jews is usually something that politicians gravitate towards. Consider joining us, if not for that reason, then for the many other reasons that the consultation is amazing. Sonia, yes. I was like blanking on your name for a second there. Came last year, or 2 years ago, as did Abby. I think Betty's been to the consultation. Who else has been to the consultation? Anybody else? So raise your hand if you've been, and if you have any interest, any possible interest in going, you can talk to any of us if you've been to the consultation, and we can tell you about how awesome it is. Thank you, Sonia, for letting me. Okay. Anything else?
Kiddush and Motzi.
Kiddush and Motzi. Oh, Rick Jacobs, the president of the URJ, of the Union for Reform Judaism, is coming at the end of March. March 28th, I believe, is his first night here. It's going to be a full Ann Arbor Jewish community conversation with Tilly Seamus and Carla. Goldman, thank you very much. And Deborah Dashmore, Tilly's the executive director at the Hillel, and Deborah teaches in the Jewish Studies History Department. I think the History Department generally too. And also Carla is the director of the Communal Service Program, and also a historian as well. It's going to be a really interesting conversation on the 28th. But then Friday night, Rabbi Jacobs will be with us at Tat Shabbat too. So you guys get ready, okay? Okay.
And talking about Carla, I'm going to say that March is a very exciting month. There's going to be a conference. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but something on Jewish feminism. And one of the people who are going to be there is Alicia Svigals, and she is a klezmer musician, and she's going to come here and perform on Saturday night, March 16th. She's amazing, so more information will go out about that. Just block out March to be here.
If you are, if you think of yourself as a young person, come on up to the bima.
You don't have to be shorter than me to come up.
No, it has nothing to do with age, and it has nothing to do with height. If you think of yourself as a young person, come to the bima. Come, I got challah.
We have challah
up here. Challah. Okay.
You can bring your mom if you want.
All right, we'll raise our Kiddush cup first, and we'll say, at the very beginning of everything, when God created the heaven and the earth, God made a separation between the sea above and the sea below, and God planted plants on the earth, and put the sun and the moon and the stars in the sea above, and then God put the fish and the sea monsters in the sea below, and the flying creatures in the sea above, and then God created all the creepy crawly things that crawl over the earth. And then finally, after all of that was done, then God finally created us human beings and said to us, now it's time to rest.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu Zikaron lemase v'reshit Ki hu yom techila Lemikrae kodesh Zecher Yitziat Mitzrayim Ki banu b'chavata V'otanu kidashta Mikol ha'amim V'shabbat kodshecha Be'ahava uvratzon Hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim.
It's okay. Okay, challah. Yes, there's one.
So I think we have to hold the not cut one.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, Cantor. To hold, yes. Although, watch this.
Ooh, very good. Can we have the kids hold the one that's easier to hold?
Yeah, I'll hold this one. Not yet. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's say the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
All right, let me get around so I can let everyone take a piece. Woo!
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Candace forgot to mention the oneg.
The oneg, which is sponsored by the TBE Membership Committee in celebration of our new members.
Thank you.
Thank you, TBE Membership Committee. You going to stick up here? No, you're taking off. All right. Oseh shalom miromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens above make peace for all of us, for all of Israel, for everyone who dwells here on earth, and let us say amen.
Oseh shalom miromav, hu shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru Amen. Oseh shalom nimroma hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru Amen. Yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 Oseh shalom nimroma hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. Please take your Sidurim with you as you exit the sanctuary. Make it easy for our ushers. And we'll see you in the social hall.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And if you want to hear Torah, come tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. And for Torah study, 8:50 if you want. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
You got a lot of energy.
Oh.
Tell me about Walt.
I'll tell you about